Well, we are seeing a definite rebound in retail stores issuing purchase orders, and clients that are calling us and coming to us in need of financing. They're unable to obtain this financing from their banks. They need an alternative option. Recently, a children's clothing manufacturer who has been doing a lot of business with a major retailer, and this retailer is issuing larger purchase orders, more purchase orders. Now they're looking to restock, and the economy is rebounding. Everybody's hopeful for a strong holiday season coming up later in the year. Now is the time for these retailers to put out their purchase orders, for the manufacturers to manufacture the goods, and right now is when the financing is needed. And while the economy is rebounding, the credit crunch is not changing, and out on the street you're not able to get the financing that you need, and it's becoming a big problem. And that's just one of many clients that we have that are facing the same circumstances. Well, from our position, we're seeing a lot of quality deals coming along, and the more money that we have available to us that we can lend out, the more deals we'd be able to do. And that's a problem right now. There's TARP funds that were supposed to be lent out to small businesses. We're not seeing that. Major banks have reduced their small business lending. It's expensive for them. It's difficult for them. It's not an easy business. They've been getting away from that, and it's really tightening the availability of credit for small businesses moving forward. For us, we don't accept every deal that comes along, obviously. We're really mostly dealing with finished products. Things like work in process, where it's an unknown as to the certainty of the completion of the product, how long it will take. That's the kind of thing that we can't really finance, because again, it's short-term financing, and that's just rife with delays and the potential for extended time period for the money to be out there. And so work in process is something we don't take on. Perishable goods is another area that we're not willing to go in. Again, you can run into all kinds of shipping delays. There's a lot of phone calls, a lot of deadlines, a lot of dates that have to be met. And with those kinds of things, you're really asking for trouble if you get involved with financing perishable goods, work in process. So we basically stick with hard merchandise that's already completed, a lot of garment center items, electronics, and things of that nature. Product liability insurance, obviously it's required by the banks, by us. It's becoming a big issue lately. Clients have a fairly decent profit margin, but that profit margin is being squeezed. Mostly it's goods that come out of China, where the liability insurance is available today, but it's just a lot more expensive than it had been recently. Price has gone up, and that's just another cost, another obstacle facing the small business and mid-sized business owner. And you see all sorts of stories in the media recent years, Chinese drywall, Chinese toys that come in, food that comes in that's tainted, and that's just driven up the cost of this product liability insurance that's required by the banks, required by us. And it's difficult. It makes it a lot more difficult for small businesses to continue as a going concern when their profit margins are tight as it is between the cost of capital to them, and it's another factor they're facing. Our rates, I won't say that they're low, but they are in line with industry averages, and they are reflective of our cost of capital and our expenses. And what's important to keep in mind is that the loans that we issue and the deals that we get involved in are short-term, and the duration is generally 30, 60, 90 days. And when you consider the alternatives that are not really available in terms of either getting the deal done or letting the deal go, it's a very viable option that's available to the small business owner.